On 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now here's Conley. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Rebounded by the TimberWolves. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical, we have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And Conley drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Mobley outside. There's Garland. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And they pick up 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Garland. Allen with the screen for Garland. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Mobley with the block. Here's Mitchell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And understanding where to run to in transition, Mitchell is very opportunistic when the break is on.
Edwards dishes to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Randall against Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conley. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Mobley outside. Now Mitchell. Edwards defending. Mitchell kicks to Strus. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Conley feeling it out. Down low. Here's McDaniels. Takes it off the glass.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Cleveland. Conley the pass to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Conley the pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards. This one for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Max Strus. Conley gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Conley against Garland. Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Okoro. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the center. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here is Edwards. Isaac Okoro picking up that last basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. No scoring in this one. Pass to Hunter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Edwards, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now, here's Mobley. Pass to Hunter. And he banks in the layup.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Reed with a screen on Strus. For three, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Okoro passes to Jerome. Hunter with it. Mobley finds Hunter. Mobley a screen on Reed. They now take the lead. Hunter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Mitchell, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Jerome. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Conley kicks to McDaniels. They need this. He lays it in. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Here is Conley, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Edwards, launches it. Edwards with confidence.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Now, here's Hunter. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota leading by 3. Randall down low, working on Hunter. For 3, Edwards. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Garland. Hunter against Randall. Now, here's Hunter. Defense right on him. Puts up a 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. It's good. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. To the inside. Mobley with the block. Mitchell against Edwards. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Randall. Here's McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in a point. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Now, here's Garland. Scoreless thus far.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by 1. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edwards.
And love to see the effort from Mitchell at the defensive end, getting the hand up and challenging that shot.
For the lead, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 6. To the paint, stolen by Conley. Mobley against Randall. Shoots over Mobley. Randall no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Mitchell. Gobert with the block. Here's Randall. Good D by Mobley.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And here's Garland for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randall outside. Back to Conley. Gobert down low, covered by Mobley. Randall down low, working on Allen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. 2 minutes. Strus kicks to Garland. To end the cold streak. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Edwards. Out to Conley. From the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mobley finds Mitchell. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 9.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Reed is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the 2. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Garland against DiVincenzo. Thompson dishes to Hunter. Stolen by Reed. Alexander Walker finds Edwards. Pass to Reed, a 3-ball, and again Minnesota with the triple. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Minnesota.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Garland. DiVincenzo against Garland. Outside Edwards. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Wade's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley's checked in for Joe Ingles. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To the middle, here's Reed. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cavaliers shooting 43% from the field. Stolen away. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Hunter. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
Free throw good, Edwards. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is The paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Now here's Allen, just 5 on the clock. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Hands it from downtown. Garland's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McDaniels got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. So it's the Cavaliers now. There's Garland. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edwards drawing the double team. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
Free throw good, Edwards. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Mobley outside. Mitchell sets the screen for Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. The high post shot, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Knocks down the step-back J. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half. Mitchell outside. Over Edwards. And it's Mitchell missing. Minnesota leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Now, Garland, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Allen passes to Garland. Allen, a screen on Conley. And here's Garland for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Randall outside. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now, here's Strus. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table, the willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. So it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer.